Welcome back to Classic Radio Drama Theater. In this episode, we bring you a compelling quartet of vintage radio dramas, each a descent into intrigue and intense emotion. We'll witness a desperate tale spun under pressure, explore the dark side of a sisterly bond consumed by jealousy, unravel the dangerous lengths one sibling will go to for another, and confront the chilling power of fear and superstition in an isolated community. 4 tales of deception, obsession, sacrifice, and paranoia all in one episode. First up, from the masters of suspense, we present The Plan, starring the brilliant Claire Trevor. A woman recounts a terrifying ordeal of self-defense to the police. But is her harrowing story the whole truth, or just part of a carefully constructed deception?
Now, Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. Roma Wines present Suspense.
Tonight, Roma Wines bring you Miss Claire Trevor in The Plan, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Roma Wines by William Spear.
I know this has been a terrible shock to you, Mrs. Anderson, but there's a few questions we have to ask you. You understand why that can't wait.
My husband, where is he? I'm so worried about him.
We just located him through the sheriff's office, Mrs. Anderson. They're bringing him over.
Is he all right?
He's more worried about you than you are about him.
Have they told him what happened?
Did they have to, Mrs. Anderson?
Well, they don't think he did it, do they? Well, they mustn't think that.
We don't know quite what to think. I suppose there's no doubt about the cause of death, is there, Doc?
No doubt whatsoever. This is the gun that was used.
Mm-hmm. You recognize this gun, Mrs. Anderson?
Yes, it's a dueling pistol. One of a brace that belongs over the fireplace in the trophy room.
Funny they're being loaded.
There was a reason for it.
Well, you mind telling me what the reason was?
I'd better start at the beginning.
Yeah, I think you better.
Well, Harvey, my husband, and I have only been married a short time, as you probably know.
Yeah, in a town this size, you can't help knowing most of the vital statistics.
Especially about old Judge Collins' daughter, eh, Lieutenant?
Yeah, Doc. As I remember, folks hereabout didn't know much about Mr. Anderson.
No, and neither did I. All I know was that he was good and kind. And I felt so alone after my father's death. Oh, I know what you're thinking, but Harvey didn't kill that man. I know that. Oh, I wish he were here. I feel so helpless facing this alone.
You're among friends, my dear.
Yes. You're so very kind, Doctor. And you too, Lieutenant. It's just that, well, if they question Harvey, he might say anything trying to protect me.
You sure you aren't trying to protect him, Mrs. Anderson?
I told you, I'll have to start at the beginning. It was only last night that the phone call came. Harvey and I were sleeping here in this bedroom. At first, I couldn't imagine what had happened. A call at that hour. One moment. Yes?
Pittsburgh calling Mr. Harvey Anderson.
Oh, this is she.
Mr. Harvey Anderson.
Oh, Mr. Anderson.
What is it, Helen?
One moment. Harvey, it's a long-distance call from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh?
Yes, so late. Do we know anybody in Pittsburgh?
Here, give me the phone. Hello? Yes, all right, operator. I can't imagine who... Hello? Yes? Al? Oh, how are you? Yes. Well, what are you doing in Pittsburgh?
Who's Al, Harvey?
Yes? Oh, no, Al. Tomorrow? No. Well, very well. Tomorrow.
Well, now, who's Al, and who does he think he is calling us up at 3 o'clock in the morning? What's wrong, Harvey? Bad news? Who's Al?
My brother.
Brother?
My brother.
Harvey, I never knew you had a... You never
the Lord
told
said
me.
unto Cain, Where is thy brother? And Cain said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Makes sense.
And the Lord
darling.
answered, The blood of thy brother crieth to me from the ground.
Yes, and Eve probably took after him with a fig tree rolling pin.
I'm not being facetious, Helen. I don't know how to explain it. It's just not easy to speak about it.
Well, obviously.
No, it's not a joke.
But what?
I'll show you. It'll be easier that way than talking about it.
Well, where are you going?
To get the papers.
What papers?
The papers that explain about my brother. They're locked in the safe in the trophy room.
He wasn't out of the room very long, but it seemed an eternity. I sat up in bed and lit a cigarette. I was wide awake now. I was worried. I'd never seen that look on Harvey's face before. He came back with a sheaf of papers in his hand and, without a word, handed them to me to read. There was a good deal of legal language I didn't bother to wade through. The important thing was the signatures and the official stamps. They were commitment papers on Alan H. Anderson, signed by his brother, a board of alienists, and the warden of the state hospital for the criminal insane.
You understand what those papers mean?
Yes. Yes, I do, Harvey. Oh, my poor darling.
No, you mustn't take that view of it. I can speak of it now as if it had happened to another person not even related to me. I would prefer to do that if we're going to discuss it.
How long
He
since...
escaped 4 years ago.
And is he still...
He was never violent all the time, just that once. He killed a woman, his wife. You can see, Helen, why you never knew I had a brother. Criminal insanity in one's immediate family is pleasant neither to reflect on nor to discuss. I suppose I shouldn't have played along with him as long as I have.
How do you mean, dear?
I had a good deal of money 4 years ago at the time of the escape, and Brother Al's had every cent of it. He promised I'd never hear from him again, but I guess blackmail gets into the blood.
What are we going to do?
Do?
I don't want a man like that in my house.
Helen, do you mean that you'll stick by me even...
Darling, I love you. I see no reason why you should suffer for this dreadful thing. You had no control over it, and it's all over and done now. You're the man I love, and I'm not going to...
Thanks, darling. You're wonderfully understanding. But Alan Anderson is an escaped criminal. We must act accordingly.
Your brother, he's coming here?
He'll be in on the 6 o'clock train. I'll meet him at the station.
Harvey, do you think
Leave this thing to me, Helen. You have nothing to do with it. Now turn out the light, darling. We better get some sleep.
Harvey, what was it like?
I can remember how it came on. It was horrible. Horrible. I'd almost forgotten about it until Al called just now.
What about his wife? The one...
Beverly? She made a fatal mistake, and I share the blame. We underestimated the seriousness of the attacks. Beverly paid with her life for our joint error of judgment. It seems a long time ago now. Brother Al. Strange how two people can grow up together, look alike, even think alike, until one day something happens to one of them, and it's as if they'd never known each other.
What's he like, Harvey?
Huh? Oh, very like me. You'll know we're brothers when you see him. Oh, darling, what's the use? Maybe I'd better go to the authorities before he gets here and...
No, I won't hear of it. You've suffered enough.
Darling, I can't tell you how wonderful you are. It doesn't make any difference. You're sure you aren't frightened?
We'll be at the station at 5:30 tomorrow and do what has to be done. Now go to sleep, darling. Go to sleep. I suppose if you want really to forget something, you can. And even the direct stirrings of premonition can be subdued by a good hard day of housework. I was helping Matilda, and for some reason I worked with even more concentration and good spirits than usual. But somehow, the doorbell intruded on that concentration. Disturbed the protective veil for a moment, I guess. I seldom use the door slot, but now I did. I felt silly peeking out.
Hello, ma'am.
Oh, why, hello, Rutherford. Matilda, it's Rutherford.
Excuse me, coming around the front, ma'am. Tried knocking on the back, but nobody answered.
Oh, that's all right, Rutherford. Matilda was running the vacuum for me. We didn't hear. You're early, aren't you? It's only 2:30.
Oh, I told Tilly to expect me at 3, because I figured the train would be late and darn if we didn't come in on time.
Oh, well, Matilda will be right out.
Oh, I like Tilly, Miss Anderson. It's mighty nice of you to give it the afternoon off when my run makes town in the daytime, ma'am.
Well, it's not often, Rutherford. I don't mind. You must be tired. Your Pullmans are awfully crowded these days, aren't they?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah, I know what I want to tell you. I saw a man riding on the Belforte. It's not my car. I was just passing through. Lordy, ma'am, he looked just like your husband. And before I saw it wasn't, I said, "Hello, Mr. Anderson." He said, "Hello." And I said, "You ain't Mr. Anderson." And he said, "I am." Lord, ma'am, he looked near enough like Mr. Anderson to be his brother.
His brother.
Spitting image.
I think it might have been his brother, Rutherford.
You don't say.
Hello, you.
Ready, Tilly?
I'm ready. Come along. Bye, Miss Anderson.
Bye, Miss Anderson.
Oh, goodbye. Rutherford, did you say this man came in with you on the 2:30?
Huh? Oh, yes, ma'am.
He's here in town, then.
Something wrong, ma'am?
No, I...
You coming there, man?
Oh, yeah. Well, goodbye, Miss Anderson.
Bye. The 2:30. Matilda! Matilda! Oh. 2:30. Harvey's brother, Al, had come in on the 2:30. At all costs, I must not be alone in the house when he arrived. And here he'd be arriving in 3 hours before we were ready for him. At any moment now. I bolted the door, picked up the phone, and started to dial the number of Harvey's office. My hand was shaking so that I fumbled the dial and had to start again.
Cuthberg Novelties, good afternoon.
Hello? Hello, Pearl. This is Helen Anderson. Is Mr. Anderson there?
I'll ring his office. He don't answer, honey. I guess he didn't get back from lunch yet.
At 3 o'clock? Oh, don't be silly. Try him again.
Well, honey, he's not in there, but I'll tell him you called.
Well, look, connect me with Mr. Guthberg's office. It's important.
All right, just a sec.
Yes?
Oh, Ralph, is Harvey there?
Oh, Helen. Why, no, I haven't seen him since lunch.
Well, look, Ralph, the minute he gets in or you hear from him, tell him to call home at once. It's important.
Sure, Helen. Anything I can do?
No, Ralph, thanks. It's just a family matter.
Well, if I see him, I'll tell him.
Oh, Ralph, on second thought, I better tell you what it is. Hello? Hello, are you still on the line? Hello? The doorbell. It stabbed the air of the quiet house like a knife blade. I meant not to answer it, but something made me walk over to the door and open the slot. Curiosity, I suppose, or perhaps something stronger than mere curiosity. Yes.
Is this the Anderson residence?
Yes.
Mrs. Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Anderson, I was given your name by Mrs. Colby down the street. She said you might be interested in our special offer. Now, for only 30 cents a week, or a little over 4 cents a day, you can subscribe to any 2 magazines at their regular subscription rate. And this beautiful dictionary, 1,200 pages, 127,000 words, 400
yes, yes, I am interested.
Huh?
I am interested. Is there something wrong?
No, well, frankly, ma'am, I lost my place in my speech.
Oh.
You see, I'm accustomed to a little more sales resistance.
Well, there are several magazines I've wanted.
Well, to tell you the truth, Mrs. Anderson, it's no bargain.
Oh, please, now, I'd much rather be deceived. You see...
Oh, well, looks like competition coming through the gate.
Pardon me, is this 2367 Oakhurst?
Yes.
Oh, you're Helen, aren't you? Well, I'm Al Anderson, Harvey's brother.
Well, I guess I'd better be going.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's all right. I can stop back.
No, but the magazine...
Oh, I cover the same territory tomorrow. Well, goodbye, ma'am. Pardon me, sir.
So, you're my brother Harvey's wife, eh?
Yes,
Didn't Harvey tell you I was coming?
Oh, yes, he did. I'm glad to meet you.
Well, aren't you going to invite me in?
Oh, yes. Yes. Come in.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you Claire Trevor in The Plan by Cyril Enfield. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Would you like some water, Mrs. Anderson?
Oh, thank you.
If you'd rather rest...
No, I'll go on. I led him into the front hall, and as he walked behind me to the living room, I can't tell you, it was as if I had my back turned on death. Just reaching the front room took a lifetime. We sat facing each other, and I tried to answer his questions, but I didn't seem to be able to talk. It was a terrible self-feeding panic, and I watched myself provoke the very situation I wanted to avoid, because he grew more and more restless as I failed to answer him with grace or sense. I saw the corners of his mouth start working, his jaw and fingers tense. I told him I'd phone Harvey, and I fled out to the hall and up the stairs to the second floor. There was a phone in Father's old trophy room. We used it for a den. I called Pearl, Harvey's secretary, but the line was busy. Then I saw the brace of dueling pistols. I think I decided then that I'd protect myself in any way that I could. I took the ammunition from the case, loaded the pistols, and put them on the mantel. Then the perfectly simple solution of leaving the house by the back way came to me.
Uh-huh.
I might be able to find Harvey and bring him back before...
Yeah, I was going to ask why you...
If I had only thought of it sooner. Of course, I had to get downstairs first, past the archway that opened on the living room where he sat. I walked out into the corridor. Just over to the head of the stairway, I told myself softly. Down the steps, and around and out through the back.
Ellen! Ellen!
I pulled back from the head of the staircase just as he appeared at the bottom.
Ellen? You up there?
I ran back along the hallway into the trophy room and shut the door behind me. I heard his footsteps coming upward.
Ellen? Ellen!
I heard him opening doors along the hallway. First he'd knock, then open the front bedroom, the guest bedroom, the second floor sitting room, and then...
Ellen?
I was afraid to answer, and afraid not to answer. If he came into that room, I was afraid that...
Ellen!
Yes?
I'm sorry. I wondered where you were. You didn't come back to the drawing room. May I come in?
Oh, yes, I haven't been able to reach Harvey. I've been trying everywhere.
Oh, yes, my brother. My beloved brother. We must reach him by all means.
Oh, I've tried.
Forget it. This room is a lot cozier than the front room. Couldn't we talk here?
If you wish.
The front room's too big. Don't like such big places. Do you? I like cozy places. Cozy people, too. Trouble is, there's too many people who aren't cozy. Cut your throat. Law of the jungle.
Yes.
Well, this is a nice room. It's a nice house. Is it yours?
Yes, that is my father's, really. I inherited it. What are you laughing at?
These trophies. These stuffed heads. I thought for a moment Harvey had gone in for the out-of-doors life. These are your father's, then?
Yes.
That wolf's head. What savage teeth you have, said Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, look here.
Don't touch those.
I beg your pardon?
Those guns are loaded.
Loaded? Do you always keep loaded guns in your house? You think it's safe?
Oh, please put them down.
Old dueling pistols. How beautiful. How many men died at sunrise because another man cocked the hammer and squeezed the trigger?
Oh, no!
Oh, don't worry. I know how to handle a gun. There. Feel better?
You must forgive me. I have a headache, a terrible headache. I'm all on edge.
Oh, do you have headaches, too?
Yes,
Oh, so do I. Terrible ones.
You do?
So terribly painful. Sometimes they seem...
What do you want?
What do I want? A cigarette. Here, I'll get
No,
you.
no, sit there. I'll get it.
Thank you. A match. What's wrong with you? What do you want from me? I broke your lamp. I'll pay for it. What are you crying about?
Stay away from me.
Oh, you're like all the others.
Stay away.
Come here. What are you afraid of?
Stay away.
Come here. Do you hear me?
It was horrible. Horrible.
Now, take it easy, Mrs. Anderson.
I must have stood there screaming, just screaming, looking at him. Then I just stood quiet, and then you people came.
Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Anderson. Shucks, I'm terribly sorry.
Yeah, just a second. Bueller time.
Huh? Oh, thanks. Hello? Yeah? Oh, you did? Fine. What else? You checked it with Doctor Who? Uh-huh. Well, is he the chief of staff there? Well, that's good enough for me. Anything else? No. Hold everything there. Well, Mrs. Anderson, the identification of the body was checked through by telephone with State Hospital. Yeah, sure enough, the papers on him belong to an Alan Anderson who's been a fugitive from the state for the past 4 years. Oh, shucks, Mrs. Anderson, don't cry like that. Okay, then I gotta do it anyhow. You're under arrest, Mrs. Anderson, on suspicion of murder.
Murder?
Now, don't go off again.
I won't.
Shucks, Mrs. Anderson, I hate to do it. Why, your dad and me was real close friends.
How did you know?
Oh, it was just lucky. I mean, you did a real job of storytelling, Mrs. Anderson. Real fine. Never told a single lie.
I thought...
I know. You thought when we found him dead with your husband's old identification on him that your husband would be free finally and forever. Well, I wish it worked out that way, Helen, for your dad's sake.
You know everything.
Yeah. Yeah, your husband was the real Alan Anderson. Alan H. for Harvey Anderson. 6 years ago, he murdered his first wife and beat the rap on an insanity plea. When he escaped, he came to our nice little town in Pennsylvania, married our favorite and most respectable daughter after a whirlwind courtship. I guess she didn't find out much about him. I'm sorry, Mrs. Anderson. I really am.
You needn't be, Lieutenant. If Harvey's going to be taken away, I don't care what happens to me.
It was a good plan, though. Yes, sir, I'll have to hand it to you. You could have pleaded self-defense against an escaped lunatic. Brother Albert looked enough like your husband. You and he would identify the dead man, and we'd wire the authorities out west that they could close their books on the fugitive. That was the plan, wasn't it, Mrs. Anderson?
Yes, that was the plan. But how? How did you know?
Well, I guess it was the strain.
Strain?
On your husband. I guess it was a relapse. You see, when we picked him up on Elm Street, stark, staring, babbling everything.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Anderson. Shucks, I really am.
But I didn't do it to avoid a scandal. I want that understood. I love him. I don't care what he is. I'm just sorry this business has made him ill again. That wasn't a part of the plan.
Yeah, Guess there's always something missing in a plan for murder.
I wouldn't know. You see, Lieutenant, this is my first experience of this sort of thing.
Well, Mrs. Anderson, are you ready to go?
Yes, I'm quite ready. Poor Harvey. Poor darling.
Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, ROMA, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
Claire Trevor appeared through courtesy of RKO and will soon be seen in their production, Crack Up.
Suspense is broadcast from coast to coast and to our men and women overseas by shortwave and through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
From a tense police interrogation fueled by lies, we delve deeper into family secrets. Again with Claire Trevor, joined by Nancy Kelly, in another gripping tale from Suspense, titled Tale of Two Sisters. A childhood promise binds two sisters together for life. But what happens when love, jealousy, and years of resentment finally tear that sacred bond apart?
Suspense. Tonight, Tale of Two Sisters, starring Claire Trevor and Nancy Kelly. There is a phrase of Walt Whitman's, the sisters death and night incessantly softly wash again and ever again this soiled world. And so with a tale of these two sisters, and with the performance of Claire Trevor as Clara and of Nancy Kelly as Adele, we again hope to keep you in suspense.
Everyone is so good to me. I like being here, but some of the others don't, I guess. Do you hear? They scream sometimes like that in the night. Maybe they scream because they remember things. But I remember things, too. Especially when people come out from town to see me, to bring me things. But there's nothing that I want. They can't bring back my sister. My beautiful sister, Adele. Today was Thursday, and they came. And now they have gone. And when they came, they brought back memories of Adele. When we were children. The night that Mother died. The night we made the promise.
Don't cry anymore, Adele. I'm afraid, Clara. We're alone.
We're not alone.
But if something happened to you...
Nothing's going to happen to me. I'm going to take care of you.
But that's what Mother said. Now she's left us, too.
But Adele, Mother didn't know that she wouldn't have left us if she could have helped us.
Promise me you won't die, Claire. And that whatever I do, you'll do. And that you'll never leave me.
I promise.
And we'll be together. Always and forever.
Always and forever. I promise. And for years, I kept that promise. Adele and I were as close as anyone could be. We had few friends, and I didn't mind as long as she was happy. But sometimes I was frightened at the way she clung to me after we were grown. I was afraid of what would become of her in case anything ever happened to me. And then something did happen. I met Douglas Foley. Adele liked him until she realized that I'd fallen in love with him. Then she hated him in a childish, vicious way. He tried to win her over, but it was no good. And then he asked me to marry him, and I said yes. That night, after he'd gone, Adele was waiting for me in my room. Adele!
Clara! Douglas told me.
Adele! You're so white, darling. You're ill.
But you promised me.
But Adele, I'm not leaving you. You're going to live with us.
No, it won't be the same. You promised always and forever.
But we were children, Adele.
You promised we'd be together always and forever.
Adele, you see...
If you marry him, I'll never speak to you again.
But we were married, and we believed that Adele would forgive us in time, but she didn't. Then when we learned that my husband's new job was to take us to Europe, our first thought was of Adele. If she would only go with us. But when we drove to her house, she refused to come to the door, and we were forced to sail without her. My son, Doug, was born in Europe, and I wrote Adele a long letter telling her about him, but the letter was returned, unopened. When Doug was just 10, we returned to America. I went directly from the station to Adele's home. She was working in the garden when we drove up. I was shocked at her appearance. Her hair had turned almost white, and there was a strange look about her. I sent Doug to the gate to introduce himself. She looked at him in a puzzled manner. Then she saw us sitting in the car, and she turned and walked into the house. The next thing I remember was that day, 1 month after my return home, when I was put on trial for murder, for my husband's murder.
Mrs. Foley, will you tell us again what happened the night of your husband's murder?
My husband was working in the garden all day when it began to grow dark.
Will you please speak up?
My husband had been working in the garden, and when I called him in, he insisted that he had something to finish. I called him several times after that, but then I became irritated and I gave up. I had my dinner alone, and I went up to my bedroom.
Then you admit that you quarreled with him the night of the murder.
No, we didn't quarrel. I was irritated, but I said nothing to my husband.
Your husband's death was caused by a deep, narrow wound in the vicinity of the heart. It is the opinion of this court that the instrument used might have been an ice pick. Mrs. Foley, have you any other ideas as to what might have inflicted this wound?
No.
Had your husband any enemies, Mrs. Foley?
No. And so I was acquitted that day because of insufficient evidence. I thought Adele would come to me during those awful days, but she didn't. I saw her in the courtroom, but she never looked my way. I believe it was about 2 months after the trial that my son Doug and his friend Roy went on an all-day hiking trip to the beach. They were light skating back. It was almost dark when I saw Roy coming up the street. He was alone. He was running.
Mrs. Foley! Mrs. Foley!
Roy, where's Doug?
He's down at the beach with her.
With who?
Your sister.
My sister? For heaven's sakes, Roy, will you tell me what this is all about?
Well, you see, Mrs. Foley, Doug and I,
It seemed that Roy and Doug had forgotten to take along their drinking water, and they hadn't missed it until they'd come to a very deserted strip of the beach.
Come on, Doug. Maybe we can get water at that little house over there.
Funny place for a house, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Looks like nobody lives there.
Well, all the better. We can just drink out of that faucet in the yard. We won't have to ask nobody. Come on.
Sure run down, isn't it? Maybe the faucet isn't working. Garden's all dead.
Oh, sure it's working.
Someone's just plain lazy. Or maybe no one lives here.
Oh, sure they do. There's a mailbox. Maybe there's a name on it. Look, Miss Adele Norris.
That's my mom's sister.
Yeah? Well, let's drop in and see her.
Well, she wouldn't even know who I was.
Well, you could tell her, couldn't you? Say, maybe she'd give us some cake or something.
No, she's mad at me and Mom. Come on, let's get out of here.
Hey, Doug, look at all the dead leaves on the porch. Let's have a look around.
No, she might come out.
Aw, she can't hurt you, can she? Let's peek in the window.
No. Roy!
Look, Doug. The place is all upset. It's all dirty and everything. Let's look in the rest of the windows. There's no one around. Oh, here's the kitchen. Look at all the dirty dishes piled up.
Say, maybe my aunt is sick.
Hey, look. Somebody's coming to the window. Oh, gosh.
What do you want? We wanted to see if you were all right. Go away. Don't you recognize me? No. I'm your nephew, Douglas Foley. Go away, whoever you are. I'd like to help you. Go away, I said. Mother wouldn't want me to leave you here like this. Who's your mother? I told you, don't you remember? She's your sister. I have no sister. My sister died when I was 18. Roy, you go home and get Mother. My aunt is sick. I'll climb through this window to see if there's anything I can do.
You stay out of this house, Doug. Let's both go. She doesn't want you here.
She's sick. You go for my mother, and hurry.
Okay.
If you come into this house, you'll be sorry. If you dare come...
Did you say your name is Douglas Foley?
Yeah, that's right. You see, I'm...
Douglas Foley is dead. Forever and ever.
No, don't you see? The one who died was my father.
Douglas Foley came between two sisters. And then he died.
Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you, my mother and yours...
But if he isn't dead, then I guess he'll have to die again. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Yes. He'll have to die again.
Look, you're sick. You need help.
I'm sick?
Yeah. Don't you want me to come in?
Yes. Oh, yes. Come in, Douglas Foley. You see how clearly I remember things? I remember so well the horror of that moment when Doug's little friend finished telling me how he had left Doug there alone with my sister Adele. And I even remember what Roy said at the end.
So I came back to tell you, Mrs. Foley, on account of Doug made me. But now I wish I hadn't left him there with her. I know she's your sister and all, but I saw her face when she came to the window. She looked awful, Mrs. Foley. She looked awful crazy.
I followed Roy's directions, and I went by foot north along the ocean. I must have walked a good mile before I came to the house. I ran quickly up the pathway. The front door was standing open. There was a lamp burning on the table. Adele! She lay on the bed. I couldn't see her very clearly by the candlelight, but I could see that she was fully dressed. Her hair was undone, and it spilled down over the pillow. For a moment, I thought she was dead. What do you want? Adele. What do you want? It's me, Clara. Where's Douglas? He's dead? Adele. Your husband is dead, I tell you. Oh, I don't mean my husband. I mean my son. Where is he? Oh, he was murdered by a long shot. Be still. Where is my son? I haven't seen him. You have. He was here, I know that. Haven't seen him. Yes, you have. Try and remember. Where is he? I don't know. Oh, yes, you do know. What have you done to him? Was he your son? Yes, Adele. I hated him. I know, but where is he, Adele? He went away. Where? Where did he go? He went to the village for a doctor. Are you telling me the truth? Yes. How long ago did he leave? I don't remember. Will you stop questioning me? Can't you see that I'm sick? I tell you, he went for a doctor. Oh, will you come here, Clara? After 10 years. I've come to help you. I don't need your help. Adele, did Doug really go for the doctor? You think I'm lying? I don't know, but if he isn't back soon, I'm going for the police. The police? Fat fool. I'm going to take the things off, Adele. You'll be more comfortable. Then when the doctor comes...
No, don't you touch me.
Adele, you're sick. Let me take your things off.
No, can't you leave me alone? Leave me alone. How do you know what's good for me after all these years? Oh, I'm in pain, Clara. I have a heavy pain here by my heart. And when I'm tightly laced, I can almost bear it.
All right. We'll leave it till the doctor comes.
Will the doctor help me, Clara?
Yes, of course he will.
Douglas Foley came between two sisters.
Adele,
He worked in the garden. He was bending down low. Oh, I'm so tired, Clara.
Yes, try and rest, Adele. Close your eyes.
But he was working in the garden, and I was on my way home from the sewing club. I saw him there, Clara. He looked the same after 10 years, because he had your strength to draw from. But I was alone. I'd grown old, and he had stayed young.
And then she seemed to doze off. Her breathing was so labored, and I thought, perhaps she'll rest more easily if I undress her. And I went over to the bed. She was wearing a corset. I reached over and began to unhook it. She started mumbling something in her sleep.
You broke your promise. Always and forever, you said.
But she didn't wake up. And I finally managed to take her corset off. But as I went to place it on a chair, I noticed something protruding from the material. At first I thought it was a broken stay, but it was round, and one end was sharp. I looked closer. It was a steel knitting needle, a long steel one, and there was rust on it. Or was that brown stain rust? Adele had concealed a knitting needle. And there was proof of what I guess I'd known all along. Adele had murdered my husband. With a shudder, I dropped to the floor, and then something caught my eye. There was a hand sticking out from beneath the bed. It was white and still. It was a child's hand. I fell swiftly to my knees. Doug! And just as I reached out for him, I felt a sharp blow on the back of my head, and I fell to the floor, unconscious. I dreamed that Adele and I were children again, that she was laughing, and we were playing an old game of ours where we tied each other up with our bathrobe cords, and then we waited for a knight in armor to rescue us. It was the odor of kerosene that brought me to. The room was filled with it. My head was pounding, and I couldn't seem to focus my eyes. I tried to raise myself to my feet, but I couldn't seem to move my arms and legs. Suddenly, I realized why. I was tied with a bathrobe cord. I was a child again. Adele and I were playing our games again. My husband, everything that had happened between Adele and me had been nothing but a bad dream. A feeling of relief swept over me. And then suddenly I heard footsteps. And the door creaked slowly open. And suddenly I knew that what had happened had not been a dream. For Adele stood in the doorway. Not Adele, the child who would rescue me, but Adele with gray hair, who hadn't spoken for all those years. She wore a long dressing gown. She was barefoot, her long hair streaming about her shoulders, and there was a vacant, stupid smile on her face. She carried a bucket in her hand, and the odor of kerosene filled the room. She didn't seem to notice me as she went past me, and she threw the liquid from the bucket onto the bed. There! Adele! No, Adele! She paid no attention to me as she left the room again. I struggled wildly, but it was no use. I was tied securely. And then I saw a still figure on the bed. It was Doug. His face was white. He was unconscious. And there was a deep gash at the side of his head. And then Adele came into the room. She had filled her bucket to the brim, and she walked towards the bed again. Adele! Clara? Adele, untie me.
Why?
Adele, listen to me.
This is your son, Clara.
Yes, Adele, untie me.
You were looking for him. And he was here all the time.
Please untie me, Adele.
I never knew your son. For years, I never knew him. How old is he, Clara?
He's only 10. He's just a boy. Adele, you're sick. Untie me, and we'll go for a doctor.
You want me to be well, Clara?
Oh, yes, untie me.
Are we friends again, Clara?
Yes, we're friends. I want to help you.
Oh, I can't forget the years, Clara. I must wash those years away before we can really be friends again.
Adele, forget those years. Let me help you. Untie me.
Oh, no. No, we can't forget them, Clara. We must wash them away. That's what I was doing. I was washing away the years. Your husband's gone, and your son is all that remains of him. And then we can be sisters again.
You don't know what you're doing. Untie me, Adele.
But this isn't water that I have in this bucket.
No, you see, you're sick, Adele.
It's what I put into the lamps to make them burn.
Oh, no.
Perhaps I could burn away the years. Oh, yes, that'd be better. Much better.
No, Adele. Adele, for the love of heaven, untie me.
If I could burn away these years that remain on the bed.
Oh, no, Adele.
If I could do that with this candle, well, then you and I could really be friends again, like when Mother was alive. We could be sisters again. Always and forever.
We're sisters now, Adele.
Oh, no. No, you're lying. We're not sisters.
Adele, listen to me. We're children, and you've tied me with this cord, you see? And now you must untie me, like you used to do when you left me too long, and I cried.
No, you're lying. We're not sisters, and we haven't been for years. And now I'm going to punish you for lying, just as Mother used to punish me when we were children.
Then she started walking unsteadily towards me, a lighted candle in one hand, the bucket in the other, the liquid slopping over her dressing gown as she walked.
Clara, do you remember the time Mother washed out my mouth with soap when she caught me in a fib? Well, that's what I'm going to do to you now. Or perhaps it would be better if I burned it out.
No!
Now, Clara, don't scream. You'll waken your precious son. And we mustn't waken him now.
Adele, untie me. I promise you that I'll take Doug away. We'll both go away. You'll never have to see us again.
Oh, no, Clara.
And she kept moving towards me, holding the lighted candle close to her breast.
You mustn't ever lie to me again, Clara.
Adele! You ill! You don't know what you're doing!
Wash away the years. Burn away the years.
Suddenly, I saw a tiny flicker of flame on her breast. The frilly dressing gown. She'd held the candle too close. Her entire dressing gown was a mass of flames. It spread swiftly to her hair. In a moment, she was a blazing torch, and the odor of burning filled the room. I could see her face, surprised and contorted with pain. She turned and looked toward the bed a second, the bucket flaming in her hands, and then she went screaming out the front door and towards the street.
Mrs. Foley. Mrs. Foley.
Yes?
You mustn't scream like that.
I wasn't screaming. That was my sister, Adele.
Yes, I know. Try not to think about it, Mrs. Foley.
You knew my sister was burned to death, didn't you, Mrs. Willard? She was very beautiful.
Yes, I know. Try and rest. Is there anything I can get for you before I go to bed?
No, thank you.
Well, go to sleep then.
I will. Good night.
That's right. Go to sleep.
Was that my sister, Mrs. Willard?
No, Mrs. Foley. It was one of the others.
They scream because they remember things.
Yes. Yes, I suppose they do. Good night.
Good night.
I remember things, too. I remember.
Promise me you'll never leave me, Clara. And that whatever I do, you'll do.
I promise.
Always and forever.
Always and forever. I promise.
That was a chilling look at how devotion can curdle into dangerous obsession. Now, Claire Trevor returns for her third performance this episode, once more from Suspense. In a story aptly named Angel Face, a protective sister tries to save her brother from a destructive path. But when murder enters the picture, how far will her loyalty take her? And who is truly pulling the strings behind the crime?
Autolite and its 96,000 dealers present Suspense. Tonight, Autolite brings you Miss Claire Trevor in Angel Face, a suspense play produced and edited by William Spear.
The flowers are blooming this spring. Tra-la. Have nothing to do with it.
Hey, Hap. You better save that for the bathtub or consult a voice expert.
Seems to be an expert for everything these days, Wilcox. Everything from voices
to spark plugs. Take Autolite spark plugs, for instance. They're designed by Autolite ignition engineers. The men who engineer spark plugs, just as they engineer coils, distributors, wire, and all the other important parts of the ignition system to work together as a perfect team. Why, the skill of these ignition engineers has made Autolite spark plugs world famous for their quality and dependability.
Ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs, you might say.
Yes, sir, and these same Autolite engineers developed the famous Autolite resistor spark plug, one of the greatest advances in spark plug design for automotive use in the past 20 years.
Real experts, eh, Wilcox?
Right you are, Hap. So, friends, see your friendly Autolite spark plug dealer tomorrow. Have him replace worn-out spark plugs with world-famous ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs. And whether you choose the resistor type or the regular type, you can't buy a better spark plug for your car because you're always right with Autolite.
And now, with Angel Face and the performance of Claire Trevor, Autolite hopes once again to keep you in suspense.
Suzette, get that door. Steady, wait a minute. Oui, madame? Whom did you wish to see?
I see her already, if you don't mind. Out of my way.
But, madame...
They've got a doorman downstairs in this building. You're supposed to get yourself announced, honey.
The name is Wheeler. Does it mean anything to you?
Wheeler?
I had caught Ruby Rose Redding, the noted burlesque queen, at breakfast time. Hers, not mine. 2:45 in the afternoon. Breakfast was a tomato and lettuce, untouched, and a glass of bromo seltzer. She banged her cigarette to death against an ashtray and looked me up and down, like auditioning me for her chorus line.
Wheeler, what's it supposed to mean? Are you his mother?
I'm a little young for the part, but I'm the only one he's ever had.
Oh, now I get it. The big sister act. Okay, run through it once, then get out of here.
Sure. I don't mind coming right out with it in front of your maid if you don't.
Yeah. Suzette, take Fufu around the block a couple of times.
But, madame, I took him once already.
Well, take him again. Maybe you can get him tomorrow already.
But, madame...
Get out of here!
Oui, madame.
Well, I'll give it to you short. I want you to lay off my brother.
Your brother? Now, let's see. What am I supposed to have done to him?
He's been spending money like wild. Money that doesn't come out of his salary. And another thing, he started wearing a gun about 2 weeks after you started wearing him.
Did I teach him to shoot it, too?
No, but I think some of your friends may have.
Oh, you've been reading the gossip columns. Well, I read them, too. Some big gum from Philly is supposed to be paying my rent. Forget it, honey. That's my publicity. Now, will you get out of here and let me get my massage?
Look, give him a break, will you? Pick on someone your own size.
Well, of all the... Hey, I've heard of wives pulling this bit, and even mothers. And once in a picture, it was the old man. Now it's a sister. Well, send Grandma around tomorrow. Out, beat it!
I walked out past her. If she'd touched me, I think I'd have murdered her.
Hello, sis. Where you been?
Oh, I went for a walk. Why aren't you at work?
I quit my job.
You did? Chick, you aren't going to Chicago with that dame, are you?
Why Chicago?
Well, it's in Variety. Ruby Rose is opening a club there. It also says a big-shot gangster from Philly is backing it.
Oh, what?
Well, does he know about you?
What are you trying to do, scare me off?
Oh, no. You're such a big shot. That wouldn't work.
All that about that guy, that's nothing but publicity. Ruby told me all about it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, look, sis, you don't know her like I do.
Oh, Chick, I'm not going to let you get mixed up with
Now,
this.
no cracks, Jerry.
Look, Ruby Rose Redding makes good money, all right, but the rent on that plush-lined rat trap she lives in, if you can call it living, is around $3,000 a month. Now, somebody's paying those bills.
Oh, nuts. What do you really know about
More
her?
than you ever will.
Please.
I'm in show business, too, you know.
I'll lay off, will you?
Chick, wait. Listen.
I heard enough.
Chick, please.
Get away from the door, Jerry. I never raised a hand to you in my life, and I don't want to now.
I won't let you go, Chick. Not for her. Not for something that ought to be washed out of your hair with gasoline.
Get out of my way, Jerry.
Oh, don't go, Chick. You're heading straight for the 8-ball. Chick, don't go to her. Dissolved to girl sitting at kitchen table playing very solitary solitaire. About 4 that morning, I was looking for an aspirin when the doorbell buzzed. Chick,
You're Jerry Wheeler, aren't you?
He was nice. I found out his name later. Lieutenant Nick Burns. The other one had a face like one of those cobblestones they dug out of 8th Avenue when they tore up the trolley tracks.
Your brother. What time do you leave here this evening?
I really couldn't say. My clock's out of order.
Miss Wheeler, your brother was going to Chicago with Ruby Rose Redding, the dancer. You knew that, didn't you?
Oh, now, why would he go anywhere with anyone with a name like that?
Your brother went to the Alcazar Apartments at 8:15 tonight and beat up this Redding dame.
What?
Then he put his 2 big thumbs on her throat and throttled her until she was dead.
You were just saying that. He's just saying that, isn't he?
That's the way it is, Angel Face.
Well, he didn't do it. Please, he didn't do it. All right, I did know about him and Ruby Rose, but he couldn't have done that.
I've been on the squad 8 years, Angel Face, and we never in all that time caught a guy as dead to rights as your brother. He showed up with his valise in the foyer of the Alcazar at exactly 12 minutes past 8 tonight. He said to the doorman, "What time is it? Did Miss Redding send her baggage down yet? We've got to make a train." Well, she had sent her baggage down, and then she changed her mind. She had it all taken back upstairs again. There's your motive right there.
Well, that doesn't prove anything.
The doorman rang her apartment and said through the intercom, "Mr. Wheeler's here," and she gave a dirty laugh and sang out, "I can hardly wait."
I don't see that. So what?
So she was alive at 13 minutes past 8. The doorman went out for coffee at 8:15. At 8:20, Ruby Rose asked the operator to give her the police. She was shrieking with fear. At 8:32, I arrived. Your brother was crouched over her, shaking her, and she was dead.
Oh, no.
There were 2 thumbprints on her neck, as well as the marks of a big signet ring where she'd been pummeled. The initial, W, for Wheeler. Is that a case, or isn't it?
Was Chick wearing that ring when you arrested him?
No, but there's a ring mark on his right third finger where he got rid of a ring he'd been wearing a long time.
He pawned it. He needed money.
Told us he lost it.
Well, even if he did hit her, how do you know somebody else wasn't in that apartment just before Chick showed up? Where was that French maid of hers?
Discharged. Got her notice and 2 weeks' pay and left around 6. Story checks.
Did Chick confess?
Oh, no. He was crouched over, shaking her, trying to restore her, he said.
All right, I'll tell you everything. Write it down.
Yeah, that's more like it.
I went there this afternoon and told her if she didn't lay off my brother, I'd kill her. I came back home, found Chick packed up, ready to leave. I tried to stop him. He hit me. Ask the neighbors. They heard us rowing. He struck me, and I couldn't stand it. I beat it up to her place in a taxi. Got there first, went in the back way, and gave her one last chance to leave him alone. She wouldn't take it. She was all soft and squashy, and I just grabbed her by the neck and pushed hard. I've got big thumbs, too.
Mm-hmm. Got all that, Coley?
Yup.
Well, that about puts the lid on it. Let's go.
Yeah, let's.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, Angel Face?
Aren't you going to take me?
Who wants you?
Oh, you think this is one of those phony confessions. Well, maybe the newspapers won't think so, and they'll be right.
Maybe you did do it at that. Maybe I'm underestimating you. What was she wearing?
Pajamas.
You're right. That was a good guess. See you later, Angel Face.
The way he said it, I couldn't tell whether it was a threat or a promise. I never saw him again until after the jury had found my brother guilty of murder in the first degree.
Autolite is bringing you Miss Claire Trevor in Angel Face, tonight's production in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Harlow, speaking of experts...
Experts, did you say? That reminds me of Autolite ignition engineers, the men who design and build complete ignition systems, used as original factory equipment on many makes of America's finest cars. They're ignition experts. So naturally, they know how to build Autolite spark plugs so they'll work as a perfect team with all the other important parts of the ignition system.
That means they know how to build into spark plugs the best in quick starting, smoother performance, and gas mileage, eh, Harlow?
Righto, and say it's the skill of these same Autolite engineers that made possible the development of the Autolite resistor spark plug, one of the greatest advances in spark plug design for automotive use in the past 20 years.
Edgewise.
How's that again, Hap?
Just trying to get a word in edgewise, Harlow.
Well, here's the last word, Hap. See your friendly Autolite spark plug dealer tomorrow. Have him replace worn-out spark plugs with ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs. Whether you choose the resistor type or the regular type, you'll be right, because you're always right with Autolite.
And now Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage our star, Claire Trevor, in Angel Face, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I was coming out of the courtroom in a wet hen frame of mind, and guess who had an umbrella?
Hello, Angel Face.
Get away from me, you butcher.
The girl, feeling better already, huh?
Just keep out of my way.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Angel
Let
Face.
go of me.
You need help, baby. I'm trying to give it to you.
All right. Tell me the name of the little man who wasn't there.
Wasn't where?
In that courtroom, standing trial for her murder in place of Chick. Can't you see it's got to be another... Oh, what's the use of trying to sell you?
Oh, go on. Sell me. Convince me your brother didn't do it, and I'm with you up to it a hilt.
Well, why did you wait till now to say that?
Well, you didn't give me anything to go on. Nothing but that phony confession of yours.
Well, it was better than the perjured testimony of that doorman and that phony French maid. And you sat up there with your face hanging out and put in your 2 cents worth.
Look, Angel Face, I was sent by my superiors in answer to the patrolman's call that night. Questioned Chick and put him under arrest. Don't hold that against me.
What do you care whether I hold it against you?
You really don't know?
No.
Look in the mirror sometime and find out.
Right then, I decided to stop holding it against him that he was a detective. I kind of liked the guy, and maybe, just maybe, he could find a way to help clear my brother. And over a couple of Manhattans in a cheery little bar, I told him so.
Uh-huh. Well, you got a plan, Angel Face, or are you going into it blind?
I think I'll start with that French maid.
Why her? She left 2 hours before the murder. That's level.
Yeah, maybe so, but she was grease plenty to soft pedal the one right name that belongs in this case. She may not have been there, but she knew who to expect around. She may even have tipped him that Ruby Rose was throwing him over for Chick.
But if she's been paid off enough to commit perjury, what makes you think she'll tell you anything?
I'll club it out of her if I have to.
Wait a second. Here. Try this first. Use a little intimidation with it. It may work.
$150.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, aren't you married or anything?
Not yet, Angel Face. Now, here's her address. Suzette LeBlanc, real name Susie White, 435 West 54th.
The street had been roped off, and there was a block party or something going on. Anyway, it was noisy. I elbowed my way up the steps of 435 and found Susie White's name on the bell panel. I broke my best fingernail on the button. No response. I pushed into the hall past a drunk falling out.
Pardon me.
And fought my way through the fumes to the stairway. Her door was standing open. The lock was broken, and the molding was a mess of splinters. This was the point where the private eye always finds the dead body, but I didn't find anything. Somebody had taken the room apart. I wondered if they had found what they were looking for. When I hit the street again, the ugly-faced drunk I had passed coming in was standing by the front steps. And there was a fresh wood splinter clinging to the elbow of his coat. I remembered the splinters on the broken door upstairs. I stopped next to him and made like straightening my seams. I looked good that way. Then I started walking. Fast. So did he. I paused in front of some steps leading down to a basement apartment and waited for him.
Hello, beautiful.
Well, how are you?
Just fine. Is this your house?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, how about a little drink, baby?
Uh-huh.
Invite me in.
Sure. You go first.
Yeah.
He hit the iron railing with his head on the way down, and the paving stones at the bottom did the rest. It was right there in the first pocket I looked in, behind his wallet. A letter addressed to Ruby Rose Redding and postmarked Philadelphia. Nick, here I am, over here.
Oh, hello, Angel Face.
Nick,
I know you didn't find her. I may as well tell you why. She doesn't live there anymore.
What? Nick?
They fished her body out of the Hudson about a half hour ago.
Oh. Well, what are you smart detectives calling it? Suicide?
Well, we might as well.
Listen, she was being paid off to keep quiet about a certain friend of Ruby Rose's.
Wow.
He must have decided he didn't dare leave any bets uncovered.
What certain friend, for instance?
This certain friend, for instance. I watched his face as he read it. I knew every word of it by heart. It said, "Dear Ruby, I hear you've been running around with some punk. I don't believe a word of it, but you better get rid of him before I hit town. We'll be in New York Friday night. Milt. P.S. The Chicago deal is off. I'm giving you featured spot at the Calcutta instead. About that punk, drop him or I drop you."
Milt. So that's the missing name. Milt Miletus. Plays rough, too. Runs a Calcutta club.
And Friday night, Nick. The night she was killed. Miletus. The initial on that ring could have been M as well as W.
Yeah, I never thought of that. But Miletus spells real dough, baby. Your brother wasn't even carfare to Ruby Rose.
Oh, maybe she was scared of Miletus. And maybe she wanted out.
Oh, could be. You could sell me, but I convince easy from you, baby. You're not selling it to the grand jury.
She had something on Miletus, and that's why he couldn't afford to lose control of her. Well, what Ruby Rose Redding could squeeze out of a man, I can.
Yeah, what he squeezed out of her, he could also squeeze out of you, namely your breath.
Oh, yes, but I have a friend on the force.
Well, maybe Ruby Rose had a friend on the force, too.
Why do you say that?
If she didn't, it would be the only department she missed. Oh, what now?
Come and catch my act at the Calcutta Club.
Well, go on, lift them a little higher. Don't be coy.
Look, I sing and dance, and that's all.
Got any numbers with you?
Numbers? Look, what are we wasting time for? Let's meet the guy who does the hiring.
Hey, wait a minute, Mr. Miletus.
What's your... Well...
She says she wants to meet you, Mr. Miletus.
Sure, why not?
Well, hello.
Hello yourself.
Oh, Mr. Miletus. You know, I've always wanted to work for you.
Okay. We start the Calcutta tomorrow night.
Oh, thanks.
Well, buy yourself some up-to-date lyrics, get yourself a dress. Mac will tell you the kind I like.
The silver dress they put on me fit like a wet compress. I wore it for 2 nights, and Milt Miletus sat at his table. On the 3rd night, after my last spot, after the orchestra had gone away, I got the message from Garcia.
Hello, baby.
Hello.
Angel face, huh?
Yeah, My name is Fay Angel, so I call myself Angel Face.
Good tag. Sit down, Angel face.
I gave him my warmest high-voltage smile and took out my compact. I saw my eyes in the mirror, and in each iris there was a little electric chair with chicks strapped in it. That made it a lot easier to keep the high voltage running through Milt Miletus. He was good-looking in a swarthy, loose-lipped sort of way. Nothing that tagged him as a gangster except his name and a habit of keeping his right hand in his coat pocket all the time as if he were holding a gun. We talked through the bottle of champagne, and he ordered another. I kept smiling because somehow I had to get into his apartment. We went back to what we'd been talking about, and I said, well, some night I might just feel like changing the scenery around me. Dissolve to girl entering the Miletus apartment on Park Avenue. It was a duplex with a 2-story living room and a bedroom opening off a balcony. I decided to start at the top and work down in case I needed to get out of there fast. I gave his bedroom the suspicious wife treatment. In the night table, I found the 9 letters to Ruby Rose and a bunch of treasury certificates, the kind doctors have to make out to get narcotics. In a box containing studs, cufflinks, and .132 caliber bullet, I found what I was really looking for, but never really expected to find. A signet ring with the initial M on it. When I got the bell, I thought fast. If Miletus was out of town, everybody who knew his private number would know better than to ring it. If he was checking up on me, I had nothing to lose, so... Hello?
Angel face?
Oh, Nick. Oh, what a scare you gave me. Listen, I've got all I need. Some dope certificates, the rest of the letters, and best of all, a signet ring with his initial. How am I doing?
Not so good. Miletus just got back. Sore as the devil over a phony wire somebody sent him to decoy him out of town.
Well, that was me. Only I thought he'd stay overnight at least. How did you know I was here?
Angel face, did you really think I'd let you go into this alone? I'm downstairs now. I've been watching every minute.
Oh, I wish I'd known. I wouldn't have been so scared.
He ought to be scared. He left the club 5 minutes ago. Must be
Oh, all right, Nick.
Now look, Angel face, if you get...
Nick, someone just came in.
Take it easy, baby. Sergeant Coley and I'll be right up.
I went out onto the balcony that overlooked the living room. Miletus was there. He looked surprised and pleased when he saw me. Then the man with him looked up, and I nearly plunged over the rail. It was Ugly Face, the masher I had kicked down the flight of stairs. Miletus turned to him.
Get up, Rocco. Can't you see I have company?
Wait a minute, that's her. The dame I was telling you about.
Don't be calling my lady friends dames.
I'm trying to tell you,
Come
Milt.
here, Angel Face. Come on down. Don't be scared.
Oh, sure, Milt. Why should I be afraid of you?
At last, huh? Finally, you wanted a change of
Hey, look,
scenery.
boss.
Get out, Rocco.
Well, yeah, but...
Get out.
Okay, Milt. It's your party.
Come here, Angel.
Now, wait a minute.
What for?
Well, a girl likes some soft lights and a little sweet music, you know.
Okay, I'll go mix us a drink.
He came back from the bar on tiptoe with the drinks, looking like a cat stalking a bowl of cream. I threw up my first line of defense. I picked up my purse and made like making up my face.
Well, honey, what's the big idea?
I'm just putting on my face.
Oh, you don't need it.
My purse.
Leave it there.
Oh, I will not. Those are my things. You haven't any right.
Hey, what's that?
Just things of mine. Some letters.
Let me see those.
No.
Let me see
No.
those. Oh. What else did you lift out of my room?
I was jealous. Her letters.
Sit down. You were plenty jealous. Jealous of the whole United States Treasury, eh?
Milt! Open up!
Stay where you are.
What's up, Rocco?
I tried to tell you about the dame. She's
What?
trying to frame you. She's Wheeler's sister. You weren't at the trial. You were in Philly.
Shut up about Wheeler. What's got you so excited?
There's cops all around the building. 2 detectives coming up.
Okay, Rocco.
Cheap little... I'll fix you. Even if they get me, I'll fix you.
You're wrong, Milt. I took those things because I knew they were coming here. I did it for you.
Oh, for me, she says.
No! I looked up at Miletus. There was blood running down the part of his hair. He dropped down to his knees beside me like he wanted to apologize, but he didn't say anything. Then he fell over on his side and didn't get up anymore. His right hand, the one he always held in his coat pocket, was grabbing at the rug. There wasn't any thumb on it. And there'd been 2 big thumb marks on Ruby's throat.
Hey, that wasn't necessary, Nick. You didn't have to kill him. You let go of her when we came in.
I know. I shouldn't have, but he had that right hand in his pocket always. I thought he had a gun in there. Anyway, I saved the state some money. You got that stuff, Angel Face?
It's over there in my purse.
Good.
Nick,
Oh?
Ruby Rose was throttled by a man with big hands. 2 big thumb marks on her neck. Look at Miletus. No right thumb.
Yeah, that's bad, Angel Face.
Nick.
What?
This ring here. Isn't this your fraternity ring? Don't move, Nick.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is. Do we have to mention all this, Coley?
Yeah, Nick. I think we'd better.
So that's about it, Captain.
Uh-huh. And as you know, sir, Nick met Ruby Rose while he was doing undercover work on Milton Miletus.
Yeah, but I didn't know he'd gone on seeing her after he left the assignment.
I guess nobody did, except me.
Yes, and Sergeant Coley clinched the whole thing with that ring.
Well, Miss Wheeler, the ring clinched the case all right, but not against Miletus. An M upside down, see, is a W. But an M sideways is a Greek letter.
And Nick planted it in Miletus's apartment for me to find, huh? It was Nick's fraternity ring.
Yeah, that's right.
He was probably afraid you were digging too deep to find the real killer, so he killed Miletus to make you drop the case.
Oh, his plan might have worked without Coley here.
Well, Miss Wheeler, this isn't exactly good news, but thank you for filling in some of the blanks.
Oh, Captain.
Yeah?
When will Chick be free?
It takes a little time, but he'll be home. I guess he learned about women the hard way, huh?
Oh, he hasn't learned anything yet. That kid brother of mine. Just wait till I get him home.
Suspense, presented by Autolite. Tonight's star, Miss Claire Trevor.
Next Thursday for Suspense, our star will be Dennis O'Keefe. The play is called Very Much Like a Nightmare. And it is, as we say,
a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Tonight's suspense play was produced and edited by William Spear and directed by Norman MacDonald. Music for Suspense is composed by Lucien Moraweck and conducted by Lud Gluskin. Angel Face is an original play written for radio by Cornell Woolrich. Claire Trevor may currently be seen co-starred with Fred McMurray in Borderline. In the coming weeks, you will hear such stars as Charles Boyer, Edward G. Robinson, and Jack Carson. And don't forget, next Thursday, same time, Autolite will present Suspense, starring Dennis O'Keefe.
And for our final performance, we journey from the complexities of urban crime into the atmospheric and superstitious Louisiana bayou with the thrilling adventure series, Escape. Prepare for the Loup-Garou. When a quiet stranger arrives amidst unexplained misfortunes, fear takes hold of a small community. Is he truly a bringer of bad luck, a legendary shapeshifter? or merely a convenient scapegoat for their deepest fears.
Tired of the everyday grind? Ever dream of a life of romantic adventure? Want to get away from it all?
We offer you Escape. Escape, designed to free you from the four walls of today for a half hour of high adventure.
You are hiding, crouched waist deep in the murky waters of a Louisiana bayou, while closing in on you, coming towards you through the night, is a lusting mob, screaming for your life.
Listen now as Escape brings you William Frug's unusual story, The Loup-Garou.
Morning, Gus.
Monsieur Legrand.
Gonna be a hot day today.
Oui.
You shrimp nets filled?
Where is Marie?
Marie?
Where is your daughter, Marie?
Oh. He's delivering some medicine to Brother Coxey. He don't feel well today.
You mean he's drunk? I wish to talk to you about Marie.
Yes, Gus?
I am worried for her.
Worried? Why?
Oh, she's been seen again on the levees with the stranger.
Oh? I didn't know.
There is bad talk about the stranger.
What do they say? Tell me.
They say the stranger has killed Pierre's baby.
Pierre? Gus.
I know the bayous, monsieur. Strange things happen.
But this thing is just... No, I don't believe it.
It is not what you believe, but what the others believe.
Oui.
Now I have warned you, Monsieur Legrand. We cannot protect the stranger, but Marie...
Oui, Gus, I will tell Marie.
We wait here. Gus comes soon.
Hey, what Gus want?
I do not know. They say it is important. To be a pilot, that is life.
No, not you, Taco. You smell too much like shrimp.
What is wrong with shrimp?
Well, pilots smell like hair tonic. There's a big difference.
My cousin is pilot. He go on the boat to New Orleans every month.
Well, I've been in New Orleans.
Pilots, smart fellows, Willie. They make big money. That is the life. Oh, here come Gus.
Bonjour.
Hello, Gus.
Hi,
my
Gus.
friend.
Where's the wine? Mosquitoes.
Here, I have some wine.
Orange wine.
It is good orange wine. I make it myself.
You drink this. I just come from Pierre's house.
How is little Trapper?
Oh, angry. Very angry.
Well, what's the matter? Ain't he getting enough for his muskrat?
His baby is dead.
Dead?
Oui.
Oh, he got 11 more.
Oh, I'm sorry for Pierre. It was swamp fever.
Oh, do not be so sure. Taco.
Yes, Gus.
You have seen the stranger?
Tall one, quiet one.
Oui.
Hey, I seen him. walking down Levittown tonight with your gal, Marie.
I warn you.
Hey.
I have seen him, boss. Pierre's baby took sick the night the stranger come.
Huh?
Oui, that is right. That was the same night I lose my car, remember? We all looked. I remember well. The car just disappeared. The night the stranger come. Hey, the night he come...
animal disappear.
The baby get sick. There is only one way this can happen. Oh, hey. What evil creature can do this, Taco, huh? What evil creature? Loup-Garou. Werewolf. Loup-Garou. Gosh. What will we do? We are in danger. Well, we do one thing. We fix him before he fix us.
Zeb.
Oh. Hello, Marie.
You come to see me, no?
I come to buy me some salt.
Oh, we have salt.
Marie, we have a customer.
Oh, you're here.
Oui, Papa. It's Zeb.
Mm-hmm. Come to buy me some salt.
Papa, Zeb's from Mississippi.
You, like the bayous, Mr. Zeb? I reckon. Bayous got strange ways.
Zeb's going to be a big farmer someday, Papa. He's learning to grow things in the swamps.
In the swamps? Here's your salt, Mr. Zeb. Good day. Don't you want me to pay you? Just put your money on the counter. Thank you.
Zeb?
Yes, sir?
We walk again on the levee?
Well,
Tonight?
I reckon. Marie.
Yes, Papa.
I don't like this.
But why, Papa?
This Zeb. He's a stranger here. There's talk.
What kind of talk?
Gus. He come to see me. Why don't you like Gus no more?
I like Zeb.
Well, Gus is word for you. He says the village don't like Zeb.
Gus is jealous.
Well, there are others. They all say Zeb is evil.
I don't believe it.
Marie, honey, I know these people. I know the Delta. You gotta promise me you won't see this Zeb again.
Is that you, Zeb?
Yeah.
I can't see like you used to. Getting dark out.
Yeah.
It's me, Brother Coxey. Now, ain't you going to ask me in?
Yeah, come on in.
Nice, cozy place you got here. I come to talk to you, Zeb.
Yeah?
There's trouble, Zeb. Bad trouble. Been brewing a long time.
Why are you telling me?
Brother Coxey's your friend. I come to warn you, son.
I don't need no warning.
Then you hear it?
Reckon I did.
What you gonna do?
Ain't gonna do nothing.
Zeb, this ain't no ordinary trouble. Crops is bad. There ain't been no rain. The people are stirred up.
This is my land. I aim to stay on it.
He that is surety for a stranger shall smart for it. That's from the Bible, Old Testament, Proverbs.
I don't care what the Bible says. This is my cabin.
Zeb, they don't want your cabin.
And what do they want?
Son, you listen to Brother Coxey. I come here 47 years ago. I come to do good and preach the word of the Lord. Zeb, you ever heard of the foo follet?
Ain't never.
Ain't nothing but swamp gas. Little pockets of gas that explode in the swamps. Folks down here figure that there's evil spirits. When they see 'em, they just naturally got to start running.
I seen them.
And it's the same way with the spirits. Ghosts. Zombies.
I never seen them.
Folks in the bayous have.
What's that got to do with me?
You ever hear tell of a Loup-Garou?
No.
Spirit that can change himself into an animal.
What kind of animal?
Any kind, feels like. Horse, dog, cow, anything.
Is there such a thing?
Folks here say there is. Loup-Garou kills people. Suppose you was one of them.
Me? I don't know.
That's why you got to leave this place.
You talk crazy, Brother Coxey. You drunk?
Maybe.
You better get.
Zeb, folks is saying that you're a Loup-Garou.
Brother Coxey, you better get.
Zeb, listen to me.
I ain't much for books. I'm just a farmer. I come here for a place of my own. I don't like crazy talk.
Son, this ain't crazy.
Get.
Wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
That's book talk again.
Matthew said.
Get.
Just this once, Zeb. Just this once, listen to me. You're in terrible trouble.
I can take care of myself. And I ain't moving off my land. Now you get.
I'm just closing the store.
Never mind, store. Come at once.
Where?
The orange packing shed. There is big meeting tonight.
What meeting?
The village. Whole village. You must come.
Why?
The stranger. We get the stranger. He has killed Pierre's baby. We must save the village.
Go on without me.
It is better you come.
Yeah. Maybe it is better I come.
Papa, what is it? What Taco say?
Not for you.
It's about Zeb.
Yeah, Zeb.
The village is against him.
Yeah.
What's it done to them?
Well, he's a stranger. They're feared of him.
There's more. Papa, tell me.
Well, they all say he killed Pierre's baby.
Papa.
I don't believe him.
Papa, you will help him.
I'm only one boss.
Then you must go at once.
I'll try.
Papa.
Yes?
Do you believe Zeb is evil?
I don't know.
He's not, Papa. I swear.
You love Zeb?
I love him.
Then I trust what you say.
Stop him. You must stop him.
Yeah, I'll go. Now, there's danger here, Marie. You stay inside and lock the doors and windows.
I'll go to Zeb.
No, Marie. You must not go there.
Go to Zeb.
Marie! Come back! Come back!
Why we waste time with this talk? Maybe last day. There must be justice. Kill the Loup-Garou. That's justice. Oh, wait. No, stop. Stop. We hear all the evidence. Is there any other who wishes to speak?
I wish to speak, Monsieur Gus.
Monsieur Legrand.
Speak. I have lived in the bayous many years. This is my home. I've seen things I can't explain. Strange little lights in the swamps, the animals who disappear without trace, the men who suddenly die without reason. These things I can't explain. And I've seen the stranger who calls himself Zeb. And I say to myself, is this man evil? Or do I fear this man because he's a stranger? The answer's yes.
Enough talking.
The answer's yes. I fear this man because I don't know him. And that's the only reason.
Enough. No. We have heard, Monsieur Legrand. There will be swamp justice. No, we do not kill. We tie the Loup-Garou to the stake and let the mosquitoes and the tapanos be the executioners. Yeah, that's right. Justice for the Loup-Garou!
Look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth this color in the cup. At the last it biteth like a serpent and stingeth like an adder. Proverb 23.
You're drunk, Brother Coxey.
Drunker than alligator in an oyster bed.
You better leave.
Drunker than a drumfish in a shrimp net.
You better go home.
Ain't you ever going to get some sense, boy? Home is where the bottle is.
The bottle's empty.
So it is. 47 years in the bayous and the bottle is always empty. You try, son. You try your almightiest and they just don't listen. You try and you pray that the wrath of God will show them and they just don't listen. Well, they're here. Your company's here, Zeb.
They can come.
And open that door, boy, and you sign your death warrant.
I can take care of myself.
Zeb!
What are you doing here?
Zeb, we'll go at once.
I'm staying.
Zeb, they're coming to kill you.
I got a gun.
The whole village, Zeb.
In the multitude of counselors, there is safety.
You shut up.
Zeb, Gus is bringing the village to kill you. They say you're a Loup-Garou.
I don't know no Loup-Garou.
It's not true, Zeb. I know it's not true.
Maybe it is. You better get.
I'll not leave without you.
Maybe I'm what they say I am. I don't know.
You're not, Zeb. It's Gus. He's made him this way. He's made him angry.
You better get. I may hurt you like I hurt the others.
Brother, help me.
Love is the strongest death. Jealousy is
Zeb, I beg
the
you.
grave.
I plead with you. Leave before you kill. Leave for my sake.
What? For your sake?
For me, Zeb. For Marie. Zeb. Zeb!
Drink no longer water, but use a little wine for thy stomach's sake. Timothy 3. Empty.
All right. All right, I'll go.
Quickly. In the swamp. They'll not see us in the darkness.
If the blind lead the blind, both fall into the ditch. Matthew 14. I'm coming with you.
This way.
I'll lead the way.
I'm coming with you.
We'll wait for Brother Cox.
We can't wait, Zeb.
Brother Cox.
Where thou goest, I will go. But I think I'll nap you a little bit.
Zeb, we can't wait.
All right. Follow me.
Zeb, I'm with you, Zeb.
Oh, it's no use.
Zeb, please.
Maybe they're right.
They're not right, Zeb. Hurry, we're gaining.
Maybe I ought to give up, huh?
They can't find us in the swamp, Zeb. Hurry. Hurry.
Marie.
There's no matter. You go without me.
What? You cut your leg.
Go without me, Zeb. It's your life.
Oh, it's no use running now.
Zeb, have your match.
What? A match?
Quickly. Here, to me. It's our only chance.
Here.
Let's go.
Yeah. Like this to you, both of you. Where you think you're smart, huh? You make the big fool out of Gus. Hey, Marie, you make love to this stranger behind my back, and you think I don't know, huh? Gus knows. Now I come to get you, my pretty one. Both of you.
Come in, Zeb.
I'm ready for him. You do not make fool out of Gus.
Zeb, he's got a knife.
I get the Loup-Garou. My throat. No, I ain't no Loup-Garou. No. I ain't no Loup-Garou. No, air. I ain't no Loup-Garou. No. He's dead. I killed him. Marie!
Here.
Marie, you're not hurt.
Papa. Gus is dead.
I killed him.
Gus came with a knife. He tried to kill them.
I see.
The others. They gone?
They've gone.
Will they come looking for us?
No. They fear the evil swamp spirit.
Can we go back now, Papa?
Yes. Gus was the evil spirit. And the Loup-Garou is dead.
From intricate plots and family betrayals to the dark heart of superstition, this episode of classic radio drama theater has certainly taken us through the shadows. We hope these 4 classic dramas kept you guessing and held you in suspense. Which story resonated most with you? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And please, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next journey into the golden age of radio. Until next time, remember, the best stories are timeless.